In March, our government, this one, sent a top gang leader back to El Salvador by the request of that country's authoritarian president. Why? The gang leader had started to rat him out for corruption. So we just sent him back, dropped the case that we'd built against him. We just saw sanctions dropped against Horacio Cartes, the powerful, influential ex-president of Paraguay, whose uncle was arrested in Uruguay a few years ago piloting a drug flight. But he claims to be a US ally. And last term, from the Trump administration, Trump 1, we saw not only the toleration, carte blanche for Juan Orlando Hernandez, you may have heard of him, Honduran president serving a 45-year sentence for narco trafficking just a few miles from here. We also saw the Trump administration return to Mexico the head of the military, Salvador Cienfuegos, who was arrested and charged on US territory for protecting drug traffickers. They just sent him back. So I don't think that we've seen a tough approach on narco-corruption. I don't think we've ever seen those diplomatic gloves come off, and least of all now.
The issue here is that in part, the tools that you're talking about and some of the examples you're specifying show the problem with the approach of past administrations. We've politicized many of these tools, including sanctions, to disproportionately go after many leaders, including those in countries that are more conservative, while leaving other countries off the table as far as our sanctions and as far as our law enforcement efforts. I think there are very serious questions about the allegations that are being made about the Bukele government and the former president of Paraguay and others. Certainly these should be investigated, but I'm sorry, I don't see El Salvador turning into a narco-trafficking hub under Bukele. We've seen a security renaissance there where people can go out and once again enjoy freedom from the cartel violence that they faced on a daily basis. So as far as whether or not we're confronting these individual examples more aggressively, I think what we are doing is using and directing U.S. interests in our engagement with the tools of sanctions and others in a way that targets those who are being cooperative and supporting efforts to secure our hemisphere. As I think it's very difficult to argue that the Salvadoran government hasn't been a net positive for security in our hemisphere.